Now, a lot of you are thinking, I can't afford the solution I need. I'd love to have a social media person, a concert coordinator, all the amazing roles that you see many people in the room hiring in their music schools. And I want to give you another couple quick frameworks of how you can do this. First thing, this is a massive thing that I did not learn in the first 5 years of my music school. I thought being a servant leader was you sacrifice everything, and that's not true. You need to actually, when we caught the planes here, 4 flipping planes, getting a sore butt for 30 hours. Every plane they said, hey, if the oxygen masks come down, you need to put your one on before you help other people. Your salary, your income, you have to have an oxygen salary. This is not your dream income. It's literally, what do I need to pay my bills, feed my family, have a little bit of an emergency fund to make sure that I'm okay. Because if I go down, like me going to the hospital a few weeks ago, if everything crumbled, well, then everyone else that I hire and provide their jobs and income and rent, it's putting them at risk. So you need to figure out, is it 40 grand, 70 grand, 140 grand? What's your oxygen salary that you need to take care of first before you start investing in all these other people and growing the business, so that you know that you're sorted and the extra money and profit that you've got that you're working towards can be reinvested. So that's just a first important thing a lot of people don't do, and you need to figure out, so write in bold if you don't have this, what is my oxygen salary? Figure that out, work towards that number. You may be 20, 30, 50 grand away from it. You're constantly, maybe doing some debt payments, credit card, you're playing catch up. Find that number. That's your first goal before you do any of these other frameworks. Next thing, actually run the numbers. If you want to hire a person, you want to launch a project, you want to change a software, you want to do something that is going to get you to the next level, you have to run the numbers. So if you should be using either the Cashflow tool in the library, in the BAM Squad library, or Hello Cashflow, or something else where you do a feasibility study. So anything, if you go, hey, I want to build a music bus. Great, you're going to literally write down, what do I need? I need a bus, I need to paint it, I need to put logos on it, I need to get it, a Warren of Fitness, or whatever you call it in your country. I need to get the instruments. You budget everything. I'm going to start training the staff here. I need to buy them uniforms. Every project, you budget every little step, and you figure out, hey, what is this actually going to cost? What's it going to do to my cash flow? Therefore, how can I actually make this work? And so you're actually looking at the numbers for any project, whether it's hiring a person, launching a project, anything at all. Actually run the numbers. Third one I want to give you is the other one that you have to do, and you've all done it to a point. We saw you before put all your hands up to talk about the staff and the teams that you've got. Your team has to keep evolving, and the only way to do that is you have to level up your own time. And so the things that you've got your team doing right now while you're enjoying this cruise are probably things that you're happy to have off your plate. Maybe a lot of you aren't teaching anymore. You've passed that, now you coach the teachers. A lot of you aren't doing any admin anymore. It's amazing, that's great. You get to do the things that you love. Well, those things that you love now are going to be things that you have to get off your plate to get to the next level. And it's going to feel like kind of stink giving away some of those cool things. I remember we used to take this amazing trip. We'd take a bunch of our teenage interns down to the South Island of New Zealand, do this big trip, and I did it for 3 or 4 years. It's an awesome time. And I remember having to hand that off to someone else and not getting to go on the trip because I had to do something else more valuable. It's kind of stink. But it was exciting at the time because it was raising up other leaders, and that's how your business grows. So you need to be thinking, okay, if I'm doing these tasks, and in module 1 in the library I talk about this, where you actually value the work that you're doing. You might look at everything on your plate and go, well, every day I do this thing, and go, okay, what would I pay someone to do that? Probably only $20 an hour. And then I do this thing I'd probably pay someone $30 an hour. But then I do this thing, and this is probably like $1,000 an hour. And you get the idea where I'm going, right? You're trying to identify, okay, what are all the cheapest things? How can I move them off to other people? And then if I've got to pay these people to give them extra time and hours, well, I need to do something way more valuable that's going to pay for my time and their time for hiring them. And it's just that constant process of pushing down to other people and actually getting it off your plate, not having an ego thinking, oh, I'm the only one that can do this. No one can do this better than me. If they can do it 80% as good as you, do it. I'll just say that again. If they can do it 80% as good as you, if you can get them to that speed, just do it. Get it off your plate. And that is going to help you grow and be able to hire and build the team of the Who's that you want to take your school to the next level. If you enjoyed that clip and you want to see the full presentation as well as all the other talks from our Builder Music School conference, click the link around this video and you can get access to all of those recordings right now.